Have you ever heard about a fungus that takes over insects to spread its spores? Or what about worms that can make their way into human eyes? These parasites are real-life survival experts, using incredible and sometimes terrifying tactics. Today, we're exploring some of the most chilling creatures found in nature, parasites that might make your skin crawl. These aren't your ordinary bugs. They can hijack bodies, control minds, and even replace organs. So, let's learn about the top 10 most creepiest parasites that exist on our planet. 10. Sacculina. Sacculina are barnacles, but unlike their passive relatives, these creatures are aggressive parasites, particularly targeting crabs. After finding a suitable crab host, Sacculina injects itself into the crab, taking over the host's body and reproductive organs. In female crabs, it causes sterility, while in males, it induces hormonal changes that feminize the host, prompting behaviors typical of egg-carrying female crabs. This bizarre manipulation allows Sacculina to use the crab to nurture its own offspring, essentially turning the host into a surrogate parent for the parasite's larvae. This level of control highlights the extraordinary and somewhat horrifying adaptability of Sacculina in its parasitic strategy. 9. Cordyceps Fungus. Cordyceps fungus is one of nature's most cunning parasites, attacking the brains of insects to manipulate their behaviors for its propagation. This fungus burrows into the insect's brain, consuming it from the inside while controlling the host's movement. Near the end of the host's life, the fungus compels the insect to climb to a higher vantage point. This strategic position allows the cordyceps to effectively release spores from a height, spreading its infection to a wider area, reaching more potential hosts on the forest floor below. Some cultural practices harness this fungus, using it in traditional soups believed to offer health benefits, showcasing a stark contrast between its parasitic nature and medicinal value. 8. Green-banded broodsac. The green-banded broodsac is a flatworm that targets snails, turning them into unwitting participants in their reproductive cycle. It infects the snail's eye stalks, transforming them into swollen, colorful structures that mimic the appearance of caterpillars. This vivid transformation makes the snail an irresistible target for birds, the flatworm's next intended host. By manipulating the snail to expose itself in brightly lit, elevated locations, the broodsac ensures that it is readily visible to predatory birds. Once consumed, the flatworm completes its life cycle inside the bird's digestive system, where it can reproduce and continue its parasitic journey. 7. Glyptopanthes wasp. The Glyptopanthes wasp employs a disturbing form of parasitism by using caterpillars as mobile nurseries for its larvae. The female wasp lays its eggs inside a caterpillar, where they hatch and feed on the host's internal fluids. This internal consumption does not immediately kill the caterpillar. Instead, the larvae manipulate the host to act as their protector once they emerge. Remarkably, the infested caterpillar survives long enough to fiercely defend the wasp larvae's cocoons from potential predators. This manipulation extends the caterpillar's utility to the wasp well beyond mere food, turning it into an active participant in safeguarding the next generation of wasps. This example of behavioral manipulation in parasitism showcases nature's complexity and the intricate relationships formed through the evolutionary arms race between host and parasite. 6. Lancet Fluke. The Lancet Fluke, Dicrocoelium dendriticum, conducts a complex manipulation of ants to complete its life cycle. After being ingested by a grazing animal, the fluke's eggs pass through the digestive system and are excreted. Ants consuming the fecal matter become hosts to the flukes, which manipulate the ants' nervous systems. Infected ants are compelled to climb to the top of a blade of grass and clamp down, waiting to be eaten by another grazing animal. This behavior significantly increases the chances of the fluke being ingested by suitable hosts, thus continuing its life cycle. The fluke's ability to control the ant's behavior showcases a sophisticated adaptation to parasitism. 5. Candiru. The candiru, or vampire fish, is notorious for its disturbing method of parasitism. This small catfish is native to the Amazon River and is known for its ability to follow the scent of ammonia excreted by fish gills. In a gruesome twist, the candiru can also enter the human urethra if a person urinates in the water, mistaking it for its usual fish host due to the ammonia in urine. Once inside, it uses spines to lodge itself within, causing severe pain and requiring surgical removal. This horrifying adaptation, while rare, has earned the Candiru a fearsome reputation in its native habitat. 4. Cymothoa Exigua. Cymothoa Exigua, often referred to as the tongue-replacing louse, demonstrates one of the most unusual parasitic behaviors observed in the animal kingdom. This crustacean initially enters a fish through its gills and attaches to the fish's tongue. It systematically drains the tongue's blood supply, leading to the organ's atrophy and eventual detachment. Remarkably, after the fish's tongue falls off, Cymothoa Exigua secures itself to the stub of the tongue, effectively replacing the original organ. It then functions as a pseudo-tongue, allowing the fish to use it much like it would its natural tongue. Throughout this process, the parasite continues to feed on the host's blood and mucus, yet this long-term parasitic relationship rarely results in the host's death, showing a unique symbiosis where the parasite becomes an essential organ of the host. 3. Polysphincta Gutfreundi. The Polysphincta Gutfreundi wasp exhibits a fascinating yet macabre method of ensuring the survival of its progeny. Targeting spiders, the female wasp lays an egg on the spider's abdomen. After the egg hatches, the emerging larva consumes the spider's vital fluids. What follows is a dramatic manipulation of the host. The larva secretes chemicals that alter the spider's behavior. This manipulation induces the spider to abandon its normal web maintenance routines in favor of constructing a specialized, sturdier web that is better suited to support the wasp's cocoon. This transformation of the spider's web-building instincts showcases the larva's ability to control and alter the host for its benefit, leading to the spider's eventual demise once the cocoon is complete. This process underlines the complex interplay between parasite and host, where the parasite commandeers the host's biological functions for its reproductive agenda. 2. Loa Loa eyeworm. Loa Loa, commonly referred to as the eyeworm, is a parasitic nematode that creates an unsettling presence in human hosts. This parasite is transmitted through the bite of deer flies, which are common in parts of West and Central Africa. Once inside the human body, the Loa Loa larvae migrate to subcutaneous tissues and mature into adults. These adult worms are capable of traveling through connective tissues, causing visible swelling as they move, which can be both painful and distressing. The most dramatic and discomforting aspect of this parasite is its ability to traverse the conjunctival layer of the eye, where it becomes visible under the skin and can be felt moving across the eyeball. This not only causes physical irritation, but also psychological distress to the host. The infection can persist for many years if left untreated, with worms living up to 17 years within the host. Treatment typically involves medication to kill the worms, although surgical removal is sometimes necessary when they migrate to the eye. 1. Toxoplasma Gondii. Toxoplasma Gondii, a protozoan parasite, manipulates its hosts in a subtle yet profound way to complete its life cycle. Primarily known for its presence in cats, where it reproduces, Toxoplasma Gondii also affects rodents significantly. Infected rodents exhibit altered behaviors, losing their innate aversion to the smell of cat urine. This change not only increases the chances of predation by cats, the definitive host for the parasite, but also facilitates the parasite's transmission as it needs to be within a feline intestine to reproduce. In humans, Toxoplasma infection is typically mild, but it can have serious implications for pregnant women and immunocompromised individuals, leading to complications such as toxoplasmosis. Recent research has even explored potential links between chronic toxoplasma infections and various psychological disorders, including schizophrenia, hinting at the extensive influence this parasite may exert on behavior and mental health. These creatures, with their bizarre and sometimes grotesque survival strategies, remind us of the complexity and ruthlessness of the natural world. If you found this video fascinating, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. Have you ever encountered any creepy critters yourself? Share your experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Remember to turn on notifications to stay updated with our latest releases. Thanks for watching.